Miranda, take it away.
All right, I'll go ahead and begin. Hi, everyone. Good to see everyone here. Hello, hello. Welcome, biology and honor biology students. Like Mr. Evans said, my name is Miss Miranda, and we wanted to combine our live lessons today to give you guys, specifically my students, an opportunity to hear about the awesome live lessons that Mr. Evans does and how he teaches biology. He's been very successful in the past with how he teaches biology, and students are way more engaged during live lessons, and they also retain the biology content even more. So I wanted to give my students an opportunity to check it out and see if this is a live lesson that you guys would be interested in. He uses a storyline to teach important biology concepts, and he does it through a platform called Academy of Heroes. You guys may have probably heard of it through an email that you guys received. The email looks like this. He sent it earlier this week. And basically that email was just introducing the website and kind of just walking you through how to log in. And I saw that some of you guys already logged in and played around in there a little bit. But for those who did not get the opportunity to go into the website yet, we're going to go ahead and do that today. And Mr. Evans is going to walk us through it, and he's going to explain how everything works. Now, I know that not everyone is going to be into this type of learning. Some students like the more traditional way, where the teachers explain the concepts and the new teaching new material just in the traditional way, and that's okay. So if you do find yourself being one of those students, we made a separate live lesson for you, and that will be with me. If you go into your planner, it's going to look like this. So during my live lesson, we're going to be covering the same topics at the same time at Thursdays at 10 a.m. Every week will be the same. We'll be covering the same topics and concepts, same lessons. Everything will be the same. The only difference is that we're not going to have the fantasy elements. Although I would love to teach that way, I'm not as creative as Mr. Evans. I wanted to give my students an opportunity to check out the Academy of Heroes first and give it a try, and give you the opportunity to learn more about it to decide which live lesson fits your learning style. In the planner, you're going to see that my link is attached and also his link. I don't know if Mr. Evans, you want to do that for your students. Your students are also welcome to come to my class if they feel like it's too overwhelming or they just want a straightforward type of lesson. They could come to mine. And you can attach that to their planner as well. In addition, I did want to mention that on Fridays at 10 a.m. you have an optional Academy of Heroes tutorial. So if after this lesson you still feel overwhelmed or you still feel like you don't know what's going on in the class or how to use it, Mr. Evans can help you guys understand how to navigate the website better or answer any specific questions that you may have. This is an optional live lesson, so you don't have to be there if you're not interested in the Academy of Heroes. It's okay. It's just going to continue to pop up on your planner if you decide to. Another thing I wanted to mention is since you do have both links every single week in your planner, some weeks you can decide, hey, this week I want to try something new. I want to go into Mr. Evans's class and just see how it goes. You can, and then if you are too overwhelmed and you're like, you know what, I tried this a little bit and I did not like it, you can come to mine. So you will always have that option, okay? Mr. Evans, you can go ahead and take over. That was all I wanted to say.
Okay. So just something else about the Academy of Heroes. It's just designed to be optional. Like you can come to my live lesson and not do Academy of Heroes. We're both going to cover the same material. Me and Miss Miranda are going to cover the same material. We have the same schedule and the same content. It's just going to be presented in a different way. So the amount of participation that you do in Academy of Heroes is like totally optional. But there are some perks. There are some benefits. There are fun things. We're going to do stuff in my live lesson that need an Academy of Heroes account, but you won't be penalized if you don't have one. You can still participate and you'll still get all of the material and the content. But if you just don't like the vibe, you don't like the style, you can go to Ms. Miranda's live lesson. And we may be able to swing it so that like one is done at 10 and one is done at 11 on Thursday. We'll talk about that and let you know. And you can, for the first few weeks, you can like check out both and see which one sits with you better. So we'll talk about that. And if we do that, then we'll let you know. But For now, just wanted to kind of go over some basic stuff for biology. I'm assuming everyone has logged into Pearson and done a couple of lessons at this point, right? And you can go ahead and type in the chat. I'm going to do a screen share. One of the things you need to know about Zoom and how to use it is at the top, there's going to be tabs based on what your teacher has open. So right now, the only tab should say Rise Up, and that's the video that I played when y'all were coming in the door. Some of you may have missed it, and that's okay. It was just fluff. But right now, I am going to share my screen, and we're going to be looking at a demo account on Pearson, just to kind of really quickly go over a couple of Pearson functions. And now you should see two tabs, one that says screen share and one that says rise up. And make sure you're on the one that says screen share. Are we all good? So this is basically just a demo account. This is Muffy Demo. She's our 9th grade demo student. Most of this stuff you guys probably have already seen. If you can't see it, hang on, I'll close the rise up tab. That might help. At the top, there's a tab that says screen share. Make sure you click that tab if you can't see it. So then you should be able to see it. If you can't, not sure what to tell you, but I am recording this, so you can watch the recording later if you can't see it. You've probably seen all this stuff. I'm just going to give you like a couple of really quick tricks, because I'm assuming that since most of you are probably 9th graders, this is your first year here. Is anyone in here a 10th grader who went here last year? Probably not. Maybe a couple. But so pretty much looks like Muffy Demo has done all of her lessons for the day, because she's here on her Today tab and there's nothing except her Social Studies live lesson. Normally, this would be populated with your lessons that you have due for the day, and you just click it, it opens your lesson, you go through all the slides with the little tab. There's usually a quick check at the end, but sometimes there's a sample work or a test or a portfolio, and those are different depending on the class you're in. For biology, we usually give you a couple different options for sample works or portfolio. I'm going to have some stuff that is Academy of Heroes related as sample work and portfolio options. Ms. Miranda may have something different. But the main thing I wanted to show you was this function right here. And it is your gradebook. This is something that's kind of hard to find, and it's needed. And most people don't figure it out until like they're 2 months in. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you now. This is Muffy's gradebook. Muffy's not doing so well in English, as you can see. But if you click on any section in your gradebook, any word right here for any section, it's going to bring up a list of all of your lessons and assessments in the gradebook. So if you fall behind by a couple of days, what's going to happen is it's going to show you the lessons due for that day, but you still have to do the ones that you miss. So like if you're sick or you're down for a couple of days, or you go out of town, or you just don't do them for whatever reason, you still got to do them. But your task list is always going to put you on the present day. So you got two ways to find those overdue lessons. First is this: you go into the gradebook and you can go down here and you can click on any number of any lesson. And you click on the number and it will open up that lesson and you can do it. That works for any course. Okay? The other way, if you go into your planner up here and you switch it to agenda view, it will show you which lessons you still have to complete that are overdue. So, again, it looks like Muffy doesn't have any overdue lessons. The biggest thing is knowing that you have overdue lessons and knowing that you're falling behind. Because I don't know if it's every week or every 2 weeks this year, but I think it's every 2 weeks, teachers are going to enter what's called a temporary zero into your gradebook. So for all the stuff that's more than 2 weeks overdue, it might be a week, but it's probably 2 weeks. you're going to have a temporary 0 on the missing assignment. You can still complete it. You can still do it with one of these methods that I showed you. But it's going to tank your grade until you do, because it's basically saying, okay, if this person never does these assignments, what's their grade at? You can still click on them, you can still complete them, and once you complete them, the temporary 0 will go away. But a lot of times you'll have to use one of these 2 methods to do it. Does that make sense? Any questions about that? And you can put them in the chat. No questions? There's no, all right. So a couple of people are having problems with no tabs. Not quite sure. It should be, let me see if I can, I can't share my actual Zoom screen. I don't think.
Yeah, I have a student that's saying that they can't see anything.
Oh, can you see? Now you're going to see the infinite
Oh,
mirror.
wow.
Do y'all see that? This is what happens when you share a share, but it's okay. Like right up here, do you see this part where it's a screen share? And then I'll get rid of the infinite hall of mirrors. But right up there, there's the tab you're looking for. That's a screen share. All right, I'm going to take away the hall of mirrors. So if you can't see the tabs, it might be something to do with your browser settings. That could be a thing. We'll have to investigate it later. So yeah, I'm not sure. But drop me a webmail or Ms. Miranda, and we can maybe hop into a Zoom room with just you and see if we can tinker through it and figure it out. But that's pretty much all I wanted to show you in terms of the actual Pearson stuff. And here's the thing, if you're feeling overwhelmed with all of the functions and all the stuff that's on Pearson, because there's a lot. You've got your little app widget here. There's a lot of stuff on there. There's Canva, and there's Drive, and there's Labster, and all these things. Don't feel, this is the webmail, don't feel overwhelmed with all the stuff. If you're new and you've never done anything like this before, as long as you are logging in every day and you click on the Today tab and you do the lessons that are on this list, you are going to be good until you can learn more. Okay? So that's all you have to worry about for now. There's usually like a 30-day learning curve for everyone to kind of really get comfortable with Pearson. A lot of you can see that you've already done that. Your teachers are over here. You can webmail them. You can live lesson them. You can click their links. That's their phone number. All the things. Okay. So that being said, Miss Miranda, do you have anything before I go into the Academy of Heroes stuff?
Question, yes. How do we verify students? Because those are the ones that cannot see anything.
That makes sense. Let me see. Maybe I can do it in the, I can. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I can't. Let me try. This is, see, we learn something new every time. Alex, verified. Annabella, verified. Aria, verified. Christopher. Oh, look at this. I didn't even know it could do this. Jordan, verified. Journey, verified. Kaya. I think the unverified students are yours, Miss Miranda, because this is my live lesson room. I think that's what's going on.
Okay. Verify all.
Yeah.
Let's see if that works.
Oh, there's a verify all out. Okay, I was doing them individually. Does that work? Is everyone better? I think everyone's verified now.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah? My kids are good. Yeah. Thank you. That was all I.
Good call. Good call. Yes. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show a little. Victor has a question. Go ahead and type it in the chat, please. Yeah, if you have questions, go ahead and type them in the chat. We will be happy to answer. So what I'm going to do now is like, look, even if you think you're not interested in Academy of Heroes, I want you to give it a shot. I want you to like, look, I want you to watch the video. I want you to log in and explore the dashboard a little bit. And here's why. Two things. One, when you do it, you can purchase rewards with the gold and stuff that you earn that allow you extra points on assignment, extra credit, to skip out a sample work assignment every now and then. There are perks to doing it. And the reason I allow that is because in order to get the gold, you have to do other classroom activities. In my live lesson, we do boss battles for review. Not every week, but like every other week, you're going to have a unit test. That's just kind of way the material lands. Like every other week, you're going to have a unit test coming up. And the boss battles are basically review sessions. You get either some of the actual test questions you're going to get in the boss battle or very similar ones. So it is a good way to get a little preview of the test so you know what's coming and you can study and try and remember the answers properly. So even if you think that you're too cool for this, I get it. I'm not going to ask you to give it a shot anyways. Stick around for the video and my presentation. And if you still think you hate it, no hard feelings. It's all good. It's not for everyone. I get that. But I want you to at least take a look. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to play another video that kind of gives a little intro. It's about 8 minutes. And then we are going to log in together and I will tell you how to do that. But here's a video on Academy of Heroes. This is the same video that's on the lesson intro page for my biology class, but some of Ms. Miranda's kiddos may not have seen it. So I'm going to play the video. This is the Oracle, who is our Academy guide. right. Thank you for sitting through the Oracle's presentation. You've now seen the Oracle and the theme song, Your Academy of Heroes Adventure. Now, I had lots of people asking me questions. Yes, it's AI. I'm not that good. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But I will tell you this. This app, I know, I recognize your name, Dakota. This app, I wrote the app. The app that you're logged into, it's mine. It's my app. I made it. I did use AI images, but the code and the setup, it's mine. So if you come across any bugs while you're doing this, you let me know and I can fix it. So that being said, I am going to screen share Academy of Heroes website. Now, to log in, every one of you has an account, and I would like you all to log in. Your login is your student ID number. It's your username and your password. I'm going to screen share, and I'll drop you the link into the chat. So the link is this. You can open this link on another tab on your browser, and you'll still be able to hear my voice, even though you're messing around on the other website. Okay? Oh, yes, Jaden. Oh, yes. I've been doing D&D since I was 9. So everyone click on that link and you will get to this screen. Actually, you might need to click student and teacher login. So that link will take you here. Click on student and teacher login. Your student ID number is in your Pearson gradebook. So it's if you go to your Pearson home screen and you click on your gradebook, that number is next to your name. Don't put the letters ID. You're just going to put the number. So it'll be like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or whatever the number is. That's your username and your password. So you're going to put that in. Hang on. I'm going to log in, but I don't want to show you my password, so hang on. Okay. You might get that weird Google warning. Once you're logged in, this is your dashboard. If you want to change your class or your character name, okay, everyone should at least try this out for a little bit. And if you start and you log into your account and you hate it, then just don't do anything else with it. It's fine. But I want everyone should at least log in and check it out. If you want your character class changed, like if you're a guardian and you want to be a mage, we can do that. Just send a webmail to myself or Miss Miranda. Miss Miranda can forward the webmail to me, and we can change your class. So the password is your user ID number. It's the same. And that way you can never forget it. You can always just look it up in Pearson. It's right next to your name in your gradebook on Pearson. You're just going to put in the numbers. And that is your username and your password. It's the same. So you can literally just copy paste it. Just make sure you don't put any spaces or anything in. If you can't log in, it's possible that you were just enrolled in the last day or two. And I will make sure that everyone has an account made by the end of today if you don't have one. But just make sure you're not putting in the wrong number. But I will do a sweep and make sure everyone has an account by the end of the day. If you still can't get one and get logged in, just drop me or Miss Miranda a webmail, and Miss Miranda just forward anything to me about this, and I'll take care of it. All right. So this is your hero screen. The first thing I want everyone to do, this is the image it starts with. I want everyone to click on the Forge. And you will get a little tutorial from Forge Master Ironbrand, but I want everyone to go ahead and dismiss that for now. And everyone pick your favorite avatar image. You're all on level 1. Some of you have jumped ahead to 2 or 3, so you may have more. As you level up, you'll get more images. Yes, Aaron, this is my Ren Fair outfit. So everyone go ahead and select your avatar. Whichever one you want is fine. Whichever one speaks to you. And then you're going to click Set as Custom Avatar. Now, I'm not going to go like super deep into all the functions here. If you are interested in learning more, come to the tutorial tomorrow at 10 in my live lesson room. And it should be on all of your planners, but I will also send out a reminder webmail tomorrow morning with all the links and stuff that you need. Oh, and by the way, if this thing keeps popping up, just click that. Don't show this message again, and it'll go away. All right, so I'm just going to go on like to a few of the very basic functions here. If you want to change your class, send me or Miss Miranda a webmail, and we will tell us what you want, and we'll get it changed for you. Any questions, just go ahead and put them in the chat. And Miss Miranda, maybe you can kind of monitor that in case I missed something. I'm going to talk about 4 things right now. There is way more than the 4 things I'm going over, and a lot of them are much more involved and much more fun. So, but I'm just going to kind of give you a taste right now, since we're having we'll do the in-depth dives tomorrow. The main thing for this is embark on your quest. And you'll get little tutorials. By the way, if you want to dismiss those now and bring them up later, this little card down here, you can bring it up whenever you want. So right now we are all on Unit 1, Lesson 1. You're going to click on that. This is the map of the Academy. This is Chapter 1. Click on Chapter 1. This is our introductory thing. This is basically what you had on your lesson introduction page. I'm going to go and zip through this one. This one, you can just mark it as complete, because this is just kind of the intro. Most of you have seen this. There's 2 tabs. There's a story and there's a lesson. And this one, the lesson has the biology course overview. This is kind of supplementary to what you have on Pearson. So if you feel like the Pearson lesson didn't give you like enough info, you didn't like the way it was presented, you leave not understanding the lesson, this lesson is the same topic, the same content, it's just presented differently. So this one might speak to you more, so you can always check that out. But when you're done with the chapter, you mark it complete, and it will unlock the next chapter for you. This is the first chapter that has an actual story. The Academy has an unfolding storyline. It's like reading Harry Potter, but it's a different story. And they're pretty short. They're not too long. But you can read the story to kind of see what's going on. And then on the tab up here, story lesson, you can switch back and forth between story and lesson. And it will give you the lesson again. And you click next. And I don't know why it's jumping around like that, but I can look into that. You click next and you go through the lesson. If you want to, you don't have to. But at the end, you will sometimes have to do a quiz. So you are going to answer the questions on the quiz. And if you pass the quiz, you may continue, and it will unlock the next chapter. Your username is your student ID number. And this is recorded, so you can come back and watch it. That is the kind of the main progression feature of it. But here is see, I just leveled up. Completing those 2 chapters brought me up to level 2. Some of you are already on like 3 and 4 because you've been doing stuff all week, and that's fine. By the way, you can do as much or of little of this as you like. If you don't want to do the whole chapter thing, you don't have to. You get experience in gold for completing them, but you don't have to do it. And whatever you want to do on this is up to you. The other part is daily training. Daily training, you can do this once per day, and it'll give you 10 questions about the topic. And I need to fix this so that it doesn't have the late unit stuff. When you guys do this, when I fix it, it will only show you the stuff that you've gone over. It's not going to give you any questions for stuff that you haven't reviewed yet. This is my bad because I forgot to uncheck the stuff from the end of last year. But I will take care of that for you. I'm just going to click through stuff here so you can see what happens. But you do your daily training. I only got 2 out of 10 because I just clicked through. But the better you do on the daily training in terms of score, the more experience and gold you'll get. If it's not working, stick around. I'll try to help you out at the end when we're done. That's the daily training. The next thing we're going to go over is dueling. So let's see. Who do we have logged in right now? Who wants to be my duel partner? Any volunteers? All right, Jaden, what's your character name? Jaden, what's your character's name? It's fine. Just what does it say on your screen? Tell you what, first person to put their character name in the chat is my duel partner. Your character's name, not your real name. Bramwell it is. I am going to challenge Bramwell to a duel. Bramwell, you should see a challenge appear on your screen. Bramwell has accepted my challenge. So now me and Bramwell are going to have a little duel. And Bramwell, you might not know the answers to these questions because I have to do the thing where I only give it questions you've gone over. So go ahead and put in an answer. And we're going to go through all 10 questions. Bramwell, just put in whatever. This is just an example. And I'll fix your hit points afterwards, so don't worry. Put in random answers for now. But the object is, of course, to win. And we're just going to click through all 10 questions. We'll see who's the luckiest. I'm not looking, I promise. I'm just clicking. So Bramwell's operating on their screen and I'm on mine. And at the end, Bramwell won. Bramwell should see a victory screen right now. And it gives you a little review here. See what was answered correctly and incorrect. Bramwell, did you get your gold? Yeah, this is open all the time. You could do this at 2 in the morning if you wanted to. This doesn't get turned off. So if you want to review, you want to get some gold, you can log in whenever you want. But, in order to duel someone else has to be logged in. Okay, the other thing I'm going to show you is patrols. Everyone gets patrol powers. You can click on your patrol powers and you'll see the little points right here. You click on them and you can pick which patrol powers you want. I'm just going to pick the first 2. When you do a patrol, there are 6 levels of patrol. I recommend you all start in the meadows because you're low level. Otherwise, you will get owned by the beasts of the higher level areas. Even though you can go in, but you'll probably lose if you get anything wrong. But we're going to do the meadows. When you do the meadows, you have to answer a short answer question. You have to type an answer. So a model showing many interconnected feeding paths is called what? Does anybody have a guess what that might be? Put your answers in the chat. Anyone have an idea? Not sure? It's fine. You haven't gone over it yet. So I'm going to put so first I'm going to turn my volume down. A couple things here. I am going to use a power against this Catervine Lasher. I'm going to shield bash. And that will do 8 damage. It's based on my stats. And I'm going to put food web. I'm going to attack I got it right. And I did 4 damage to the Caterpine Lasher. And I'm going to use the power again. I'm going to use my shield bash again. What is the term for a change in a DNA sequence? Any guesses? What do you call it when you have a change in your DNA sequence? I saw it. It's a mutation. Now, sometimes a single answer works. Sometimes it does not, but let's see what happens. I'm going to attack with the word mutation. Probably enough to kill it. Yep, 100% accuracy. 1 hit point to go. How can environmental changes affect which traits are helpful for survival? This one's a little harder. But you know what? Do I have any gold? I can buy a hint. I can spend 25 gold to buy a hint. I think. I haven't tried this in a while. Okay. And it'll give you a hint. So as the environment changes, a trait may be more beneficial. And we'll see it. We'll see if the Oracle likes that one. And she did. Selection pressure. Yep. Natural selection. I have won. I have defeated the Tattervine Lasher. And again, it will show a summary of the questions I were given, my answer, and it will show feedback. For my sample works, you can do patrols and you can download your summaries as a PDF file. And you can turn those in on Pearson as your work. This shows that you did a patrol. And if you do patrols, you can turn them in as sample work. All right, the last thing I am going to show you, you know what, actually, I think that's all I wanted to show you for today. Okay, Guild Hall. Everyone find the chat hall. It's down here at the bottom. This will usually be open. Sometimes I'll shut it down for various reasons. But if you need to find a duel partner, like you can duel them from right here. Like if you want to duel somebody, you click the little sword and it'll challenge them to a duel. Oh, I play all kinds of games, Jesse, all kinds. And yes, I have played Genshin Impact. All right. But like, look at all this other stuff here. You've got all this other stuff. And a lot of these are like way more in-depth. You got group raids. Some of these require a group, and they can be done without the teacher as long as you have enough people who want to participate. Like, if you have ever played an MMO like World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy 14 or Black Desert Online or whatever, like, you know how you enter a group queue and it like finds people to play with you? There's stuff on here that's like that. And we will go over all that stuff in the tutorials tomorrow. Because we're kind of run out of time and it is beyond the scope of just this. But that's like a little taste of everything on here. And we've gone through like maybe 25% of it. There's lots more. And like I said, you don't have to do all of it. You are never, ever, ever penalized in terms of your grade for what happens on Academy of Heroes. Ever. There is only pros to doing this, only bonuses. So if you're worried that doing this will mess you up, it won't. Promise. All right.
Looks like Willow has a question. Willow, do you want to type it in the chat?
Yep. If you have questions, go for it. The little what? Jaden, I will restore hit points. By the way, normally, if you die, there is an item in the vault called a potion of revival that can bring you back to life, or a healer can revive you. So if there are any healers out there, like look here at the bottom of your page, hang on. Healers, if you look down here, you have out of combat powers. I'm a guardian on this character, so I don't have it, but healers, if you're a healer and you have an out of combat power, one of them is called Enduring Spirit, and you can revive Jaden. We'll go over all that tomorrow, Jordan. We will go in depth. If you want to change your class, so do you get credit or do you have to do actual quests? The way it works is no matter what you do on here, whether you do quests or you do patrols, you do the training, you're going to get experience and you're going to get gold. You can spend the gold in the vault on whatever you want. The rewards are the things that give you points and give you the extra credit. And like I said, I will answer all of your questions tomorrow. And tomorrow at 10, it's 100% dedicated to this. I'll tell you what Guardians do. I'll tell you what Mages do. We'll do a little sample boss battle. We're going to have tutorial sessions on this every Friday at 10 for the whole month of August, so we can parse through all the little parts. So if you want to come check it out, please do so. If you want to change your class, send a webmail to me or Miss Miranda. We'll take care of that. That's easy enough. Also, if you want to change your character name, like if you have a gamer handle that you want it to be, like, Epic Dude 67, it's fine. We can change it to that. It's totally okay. Tell us what class you want to be. Tell us what you want your character name to be, and we'll change it for you. So I hope everyone can show up tomorrow, even if you're on the, I know, right? I think that's out. I think that went out of style last school year. Even if you're on the fence about this, come to the tutorial session tomorrow, and we can go over it a little bit more. So that's it for today. Ms. Miranda, anything else to say?
Yeah, if this is not your vibe, if you are like, what is going on? I don't like this. Just come to mine. Mine is so much more simpler, boring, some would say. But yeah, none of all this stuff. We're just going to go straight into the curriculum. I'm going to cover the important topics for the week. There's going to be tests that we're going to be reviewing. We're going to be talking about the portfolios, stuff like that. So If this is not your vibe, go to mine.
And just so you know, in mine, we're going to cover that stuff too. You'll have all of the info you need about portfolios and sample works. We're really going to cover the biology stuff. It's just going to be in a different way. So that's it. I hope everyone can show up tomorrow, and I'll send out a reminder webmail in the morning to everyone. And yeah, that's it. Thank you for coming today. Also, if you have login problems, send us a webmail. Send us a webmail saying I couldn't log in. Send it to me or Miss Miranda, and we will get you squared away. Okay? All right. That's it. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.